Welcome back to another video of fishing downtown Denver, and we're taking a deeper look inside that cream trout worm, and I'm going to show you guys how to fish this downtown Denver style using a 1/32 ounce jig head. And in this one, guys, we're going to go through it all. I'm going to tell you guys all my tricks of the trade and just how I tweak this cream trout worm to get a few more bites. So with that being said, let's get right to it. Well, to start it off, guys, this is the setup. I use a 3.5 inch cream trout worm, and we just use a 1/32 ounce tube jig, and we got that on 4-pound test. I think that's the best to use. You know, during summer, these bass, they fight harder, so I'll bump up a little more to 6-pound test, but I will not go over that, guys. Because if you use 8-pound or anything more, it's hard to cast out, you know. And yeah, you could use heavier weight, but you're not going to get the same reaction in these bass because it's that slow fall that a 1/32 ounce jig head has. There's something about that weight, guys. It's that slow fall. It just triggers those fish into biting. And the other reason why I use a tube jig is because it fits really good inside that worm, and we just pop it in right there at the bottom. And looking at that worm, it don't get much better than that. I mean, that is a spot on profile. And I like it because at the end, you know, it tapers down really thin, and it's just got that nice flowy action through the water that these bass cannot resist. And so that's my setup, and that's what I do. So let's go to the next thing. Rod choice. I always prefer a 7 or 6 foot medium light rod, and you want a little bit of bow in your rod to be able to cast out this cream trout worm on a 1/32 ounce tube jig. And when you do hook a fish, it just helps keep them pinned better, you know, and the land to hookup ratio is sky high. So with that being said, let's go to the next one. Approaching a hole. You guys want to get into these good sized fish, you need to be quiet, because the little bit of noise that these fish hear, they'll take off. And not only when you're approaching a hole, the entire time you're fishing that area, you need to be quiet. And when you do hook a fish, you need to get it up out of the water as quick as possible and as quiet as possible. And when you release that fish, release it away from the area to where you're fishing from, so that way you don't disturb it and you're able to go back there and continue to catch fish. So I'm gonna roll a clip right now of me fishing early morning, being as quiet as I can, trying to get into a good sized bass using that cream trout worm. So let's go. How I work the jig. I'll cast out there, and as it's falling, I'll jig it as it's falling down. And once it hits the ground, then I'll just jig it slowly back to me on a nice slow easy retrieve, taking the bottom of that ground, and these bass will usually come up and tag it. And it's literally that easy, guys. And for those stubborn ones that you see that veer off from your bait, another thing I like to do is cast out there, let it fall down to their level, and then just slowly reel it right back to you. You don't have to jig it or nothing, just a nice slow easy retrieve right back, and that will usually get those fish to turn around and go and try and hit it. So that's what I do, that's how I work it, and I hope that helps. Top water. That's right, there's nothing I love more than throwing a cream trout worm on top of that slop. And I use two sizes, that 2-inch and that 3.5 inch, and I run that on a 1/32 ounce tube jig. It's the perfect weight. We just cast out there and just roll it right across on top of that slop, and it makes a wake, and when that wake gets over the top of that fish, they just explode on it. And I'm gonna roll a clip of that right now, so let's go. The quick dip technique. The cream trout worm is such a universal bait. You could do just about anything with it. And one thing I love to do with it is the quick dip technique. And we go out there and find some thick cover and throw this down and let it hit bottom and just bounce it up and down a couple inches off of the bottom, and these fish will come up and tag it. And we still run it off of the same setup we've been, guys. And I'm gonna roll a clip of that right now of me catching a bass doing the quick dip technique. So let's go. All the different species of fish we've caught off of that cream trout worm. Let's go. Well, you guys seen me catch plenty of fish off of that cream trout worm, and I'm showing family, friends, and fellow YouTubers that cream trout worm. And I'm gonna roll a clip right now of me and my buddy Rocco fishing early morning, trying to get into some crappies. And he was trying different things. I had the cream trout worm, and I told him to switch, and he did. And this size bass that he got into was insane. One of the biggest bass I think I have seen caught on my channel. So let's go there and see what went down. Let's go see what Rocco's got. What is it, bro? Oh, you do? You got a big ass bass. Just keep it up, bro. Just don't boat flip him. Oh my God, he's huge. He's huge. Dude, he's huge. Hold on. Yeah, he's huge, guys. Oh my God. Oh, just keep him right there, bro. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God! Yeah! Yeah! Let's get this guy unhooked and take a better look at this guy. Oh my God! Oh my God, guys! Look at that monster! Holy crap, guys! Look what Rocco hooked into, and he pulled out of this spot.
What up, guys?
Here, bud, this is your fish.
All on that right there, man. All on that worm on a jig head, man.
Now he should be a believer in it.
I've been a believer. I've seen this guy catch him on it, guys. I think this is probably the second best, probably the first fattest for sure that I've ever pulled out of here. Personal best for sure on fatness on the bass, guys. Thank you, Cody.
No problem, bud.
I fished up to that worm on a jig head, hit the spot, guys.
Well, we've caught a lot of different types of species of fish using that cream trout worm. And what got me to use this bait in the first place is I don't have a whole lot of money, guys. So I went out to my local Walmart and picked this bait up. It was $1, and I got me some tube jigs to go with it. Went out to my local lake and I tried it, and it's been the best thing that's happened to me. And I want you guys to go out and get you some cream trout worms and try them. And you know, I want to give back to you guys for supporting me and subscribing to my channel. So I'm going to tell my tip and my secret how I tweak this cream trout worm to get a few more bites. So let's go. Alright, now my secret of the cream trout worm. They're ready to fish out the package just like this, and you'll catch them. But I like tweaking them to make them a little bit more red, because it is no lie that bass see red. And how do we do that? We get a couple more packs of these and put them all in a Ziploc bag like this. And I just roll them up, and we put them in a warm, dark place for about 4 to 5 days is what it takes for these colors to bleed into one another. And the color that you're aiming for is that lobster brownish red color. And let's do a comparison here of before and after. So that is the color that we're aiming for, guys. So this is what you want. It's that easy. That is my secret, my techniques, how I work the cream trout worm on a 1/32 ounce tube jig. I hope this helps you guys. I wanted to give back to you guys for supporting me and subscribing to my channel. And I love the heck out of you guys. You know, I love doing this, teaching you guys. And this is one of my all-time favorite baits. And I'm glad I'm able to share this with you guys. So if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.